The mystery schools safeguarded dangerous secrets, protected for centuries to preserve order from the eyes of the uninitiated. For millennia, men and women who crossed their gates carried with them knowledge that transcends common understanding. These initiates understood that reality is not fixed but moldable, and those who mastered the hermetic principles held the power to transform the invisible into the visible. To the outside eyes, they were merely silent temples and obscure rituals. But behind the walls, hidden truths about creation, the mind, and the universe were revealed in whispers, far from unprepared eyes. Why so much secrecy? What did these masters know that has been hidden for millennia? And why was only a select group granted access to these mysteries? What takes place inside these gates is not merely symbolic, it is real. The teachings not only explained the workings of the universe, but handed over the keys to alter it. Imagine for a moment that these doors still exist, and that the knowledge kept there could be within your reach. In this video, you will discover how the secrets of the mystery schools shaped esoteric thought for ages, revealing the hidden principles that govern reality. We will explore the Hermetic teachings preserved in secret rituals, from the temples of Egypt to the occult philosophies of ancient Greece, and how these practices allow for the conscious manipulation of mind and matter. Quantum physics, when studying the observer effect and fields of probability, begins to reveal what the ancient masters already knew. The mind is capable of influencing reality at levels that surpass common understanding. This is the power that has been kept secret, and today you will understand how to access this hidden knowledge. The sun was beginning to rise over the horizon, painting the sky with a deep orange glow. As Matteo approached the ancient gates of the mystery school, the stone walls were covered with ancient hieroglyphs that seemed to pulse with an invisible energy. The guardians, dressed in dark robes, opened the doors without a word, allowing him to cross the passage into a world hidden from ordinary eyes. As he crossed the portal, the air grew dense, almost vibrant, as if each molecule carried fragments of knowledge preserved for ages. In the center of the hall, a black marble altar rested under the glow of torches, flanked by scrolls sealed with symbols Matteo had never seen before. He felt that each step forward was a plunge into millennial mysteries, preserved by the initiates who mastered the secrets of time and creation. The initiating master, a man with an imposing presence and piercing gaze, waited in silence. Upon seeing Matteo approach, he unrolled one of the scrolls with a precise gesture. "There are secrets that transcend common understanding," said the master, with a voice that seemed to echo through the temple walls. "And those who dare to know them never see the world the same way again." Matteo approached cautiously, extending his hand over the engraved symbols. As he touched them, he felt a subtle warmth run through his fingers, as if the ancient marks were alive, pulsing with ancient wisdom. "Are you ready to discover what few have dared to see?" asked the master, his eyes fixed on his disciple. Matteo did not hesitate. With a firm movement, the scroll opened, and he knew, at that moment, that he had crossed a path of no return. The preservation of Hermetic knowledge spanned centuries, remaining alive through hidden mystery schools, protected by initiates who swore loyalty to secrecy. 3 historical milestones define this trajectory of concealment and silent transmission. The first milestone dates back to ancient Egypt, around 3,000 years before Christ. On the banks of the Nile, the temples of Thoth were centers of esoteric learning, where disciples practiced techniques of mind expansion and reality manipulation. The rituals performed in these schools not only taught Hermetic principles, but also induced heightened states of consciousness, allowing initiates to access dimensions of perception that escaped ordinary senses. The priests, under an oath of absolute secrecy, encoded their knowledge in sealed scrolls, hidden in the deepest recesses of the temples, far from uninitiated eyes. The second historical milestone takes place in ancient Greece, around 500 years before Christ, when Thoth's teachings migrated to the West in the form of Hermes Trismegistus. Philosophers such as Pythagoras and Plato were influenced by Hermetic principles, integrating concepts like the mental nature of the universe and the interconnection between thought and matter into their philosophical schools. In the mysteries of Eleusis, secret rituals were performed so that initiates could experience the transcendence of mind over matter. Ancient manuscripts suggest that those who underwent the rites returned, transformed, carrying with them fragments of forbidden knowledge. The third milestone unfolds during the European Renaissance in the 15th century, with the rediscovery of the Corpus Hermeticum. Ancient texts attributed to Hermes Trismegistus resurfaced, fueling secret societies like the Rosicrucians and Freemasonry. These groups protected Hermetic secrets, believing that knowledge about the creation of reality was dangerous in the hands of individuals who were not spiritually prepared. Hidden documents revealed that certain rituals were performed to awaken latent abilities, such as vibrational manipulation and the capacity to alter mental states at will. Throughout millennia, these traditions survived in silence, passed from master to disciple, preserving secrets that shaped history in the shadows. The idea that Hermetic knowledge allows for the manipulation of reality is not merely a mystical concept. Modern science is beginning to explore these frontiers. Biologist Rupert Sheldrake, in his research on morphogenetic fields, proposed that information and behavior patterns are not only stored in the brain, but in an energetic field that connects all living beings. According to Sheldrake, these fields carry collective memories that influence how organisms develop and interact, resonating with the Hermetic principle of correspondence, as above, so below. Furthermore, quantum physics experiments, such as the famous double-slit experiment, have demonstrated that the mere observation of a particle changes its behavior. This phenomenon reveals that consciousness is not just a passive observer, but an active agent in the creation of reality. The ancient Hermetic masters knew this, and their initiatory rituals sought precisely to align mind and matter to access higher levels of manifestation. The secrets protected in the mystery schools are beginning to resonate with modern discoveries, indicating that what once seemed symbolic is, in fact, a reflection of deep and real laws of nature. To access Hermetic mysteries and consciously manipulate reality, it is necessary to cross 3 vibrational portals. Each represents a stage of understanding and energetic alignment with universal laws. Portal 1, Hermetic understanding. The first portal is the key to accessing the mind as a field of creation. Hermes Trismegistus affirmed that the all is mind, and it is on this principle that the ability to shape reality is based. The mind, when aligned with Hermetic principles, becomes a mirror of the universe, internally reflecting what will be manifested externally. To cross this portal, the practice is clear: mental discipline. Daily, set aside a few minutes to visualize, with absolute clarity, what you wish to create in your reality. See the details, feel the emotions, perceive the sounds and sense. This strengthens the neural circuits that connect intention to manifestation. Neuroscience studies confirm that clear and repetitive visualization alters brain structure, preparing the body for the experience yet to come. The key here is conscious repetition. By mentally fixing the image of your goal, you access the law of correspondence, synchronizing your vibrational field with the desired outcome. This is the beginning of the transmutation from the invisible to the visible. Applicable micro-action. Reserve 10 minutes upon waking up for a guided visualization, focusing on every detail of what you want to manifest. Do not limit yourself to thinking, feel it. Emotion is the language of the subconscious. Portal 2. Vibrational transmutation after crossing the first portal. The mind is already aligned with the principle of correspondence. Now, the second portal demands a deeper level, vibrational transmutation. This concept, grounded in Hermes' principle of polarity, states that everything in the universe has opposite poles, light and shadow, positive and negative, expansion and contraction. The key to mastering this portal is understanding that nothing is fixed. Mental and emotional states can be transmuted by changing vibrational frequency. Just as a tuning fork tunes an instrument, the mind can tune reality by adjusting its own vibration. To do this, it is necessary to control emotional states. Dense emotions, such as fear and anger, carry lower vibrations, while gratitude and mental clarity elevate the vibrational field. Hermes taught that he who masters himself masters the universe. It is this understanding that allows the initiate to manipulate reality with precision. Applicable micro-action. Whenever a negative emotion arises, pause for a few seconds. Take a deep breath and visualize a spiral of golden light surrounding your body, transmuting that sensation into serenity. Mentally repeat, I transmute this energy to the vibration that strengthens me. This process rebuilds the vibrational field and aligns your mind with what you wish to manifest. Portal 3. Conscious manifestation with the mind aligned and the vibration transmuted. The last portal represents the pinnacle of Hermetic knowledge, conscious manifestation. This stage is grounded in the principle of cause and effect, where every clear intention generates a tangible consequence in material reality. The ancient masters of the mystery schools understood that creation is not an isolated event, but a sequence of vibrations harmonized with the universal field. Upon crossing this portal, the initiate learns to project intentions in a structured manner, using specific techniques to consolidate desire in the physical plane. Among these techniques is the creative word, which consists of verbalizing with precision what one wishes to manifest, sealing the intention with words that carry vibrational power. Hermes Trismegistus affirmed that the universe responds to those who master the art of conscious speech. This principle resonates with modern experiments, such as Masaru Emoto's studies on the influence of word vibrations on the molecular structure of water. The same effect occurs in our realities. What is spoken with clear intention and conviction directly affects the vibrational field around us. Applicable micro-action daily at the end of your visualization. Verbalize out loud what you wish to create in your life, using direct and affirmative sentences. Example, my reality aligns with prosperity and expansion. Feel the vibration of these words resonating in the environment, like an echo expanding into the universe. By crossing the 3 portals, Hermetic understanding, vibrational transmutation, and conscious manifestation, you align yourself with the secrets preserved in the mystery schools, accessing a level of conscious creation that transcends the limitations of the ordinary. Matteo was sitting on a stone bench in the silent temple, his hands resting on his knees and his eyes closed. Around him, the atmosphere seemed to pulse with invisible energy, as if the air were alive. Since he began his journey in the mystery schools, he had learned the Hermetic principles, but something inside him still resisted. Doubt was a constant enemy. Was it really possible to shape reality with just the mind? One night, During one of the vibrational transmutation rituals, Matteo was challenged by the initiating master. "Do you believe that the mind is the source of all things?" asked the master, staring at him with penetrating eyes. Matteo hesitated, his silence betraying the uncertainty he carried. "Then observe," said the master, extending his hand over a small flame burning on the altar. With a gentle motion, the flame flickered, danced, and grew in intensity, as if responding to an invisible command. Matteo held his breath. "This is not magic, it is correspondence. What vibrates within you vibrates in the universe," the master explained, extinguishing the flame with a simple gesture. From that night on, something changed in Matteo. He committed himself to crossing the 3 hermetic portals. He began with the first hermetic understanding, visualizing his intentions with precision every day at dawn. Little by little, he noticed that his emotions aligned with what he visualized, as if the barriers between what he thought and what he experienced were beginning to dissolve. In the second portal, vibrational transmutation, Matteo faced his deepest fears. He learned to transform anger into clarity, insecurity into confidence, using the breathing and visualization method the master had taught him. "The secret is not in denying the emotion, but in transmuting it," he repeated to himself, feeling the changes in his own vibration. The true test came with the third portal, conscious manifestation. Matteo positioned himself before the altar, as he had done many times before, but that night, everything was different. He took a deep breath, visualized what he wanted to create, and with conviction, he spoke out loud. "My reality aligns with prosperity and expansion." The words echoed through the stone walls, and an indescribable warmth surged through his body, as if something in the air had shifted its frequency. In the days that followed, the impossible began to happen. What was once intangible manifested in his reality with surprising fluidity. People, opportunities, and signs started to align, like pieces of a puzzle being assembled before his eyes. Matteo finally understood the mystery schools did not teach magic, but the forgotten science of shaping reality through an awakened mind. It is natural for many to question the ability to shape reality through the mind. For many, it seems distant, almost illusory. If it were possible, why doesn't everyone do it? Skeptics would say. The answer is simple. It's not about knowing, it's about accessing. Just as a specific key is needed to open a locked door, hermetic knowledge only reveals itself to those who are vibrationally aligned to receive it. Science is beginning to understand this. Studies on neuroplasticity show that the brain reconfigures itself with constant visualization practices, altering the way we perceive and interact with the world. What the ancients called vibrational portals is, in fact, the awakening of a latent mental potential encoded in our own neural circuits. Now, you will experience a simple but powerful practice used by the initiates of the mystery schools to align mind and reality. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and follow each step with absolute attention. Step 1. Take 3 deep breaths, slowly filling your lungs and releasing the air in a controlled manner. Feel each breath clearing your mind. Step 2. Visualize a circle of golden light forming around you, gently pulsating as if it had its own life. This light represents your vibrational field in harmony with universal principles. Step 3. Now, choose a single desire, something clear and specific that you want to manifest. See this intention being projected into the center of the circle of light, shining brightly. Step 4. In your mind's eye, watch this golden light expand, carrying your intention beyond the circle, connecting to the energetic flows of the universe. Feel as if the environment around you is vibrating in resonance with your desire. Step 5. Remain in this state for a few moments. Feel the warmth of the light, the pulse of energy, as if every particle around you is responding to your intention. Step 6. To finish, take another deep breath and, as you exhale, visualize this light merging with the environment, carrying your intention to subtle planes. Open your eyes slowly, maintaining the feeling of connection and clarity. Final activation. Whisper to yourself, as above, so below. What I manifest within me reflects in the universe. You have just accessed an ancient principle of the mystery schools, aligning mind and reality through conscious vibration. And to keep this knowledge alive, let us remember the keys we have crossed together. First key, hermetic understanding, the mind as a mirror of the universe, capable of shaping reality through clear intention. Second key, vibrational transmutation, the art of altering emotional states, raising frequency to harmonize what is within and what is outside. Third key, conscious manifestation, the intentional projection of reality through the creative word, aligning desire with hermetic laws. Each of these keys represents a step toward accessing the knowledge that the ancients preserved in secret. When applied in sequence, they open a direct path to transform intention into matter, thought into reality. But there is one last element that unites all these principles, and it is the one that reveals the true power of an initiate. The hidden wisdom of the mystery schools was not designed to remain silent, but to transform those who dare to cross their portals. The ancient masters knew that the mind is the key to shaping reality, and the hermetic principles were preserved for millennia for exactly that, to deliver the power to create, transmute, and manifest to those who are ready to understand. Today, you have taken the first steps toward that understanding. By applying the concepts of hermetic understanding, vibrational transmutation, and conscious manifestation, you align yourself with universal laws that transcend time. The reality you experience is not fixed, is a direct reflection of the frequency you emit, the thoughts you cultivate, and the intentions you project. As Plotinus, the great Neoplatonic philosopher, once said, "Become what you are, because what is within you is everywhere." This phrase carries the essence of hermetic teachings. What you awaken internally echoes in the universe, reflecting itself in every aspect of your life. Remember, the power to create reality is not lost, it is dormant within you, waiting to be awakened. If this knowledge resonated with you, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications to continue accessing hidden secrets that transcend time. Comment below, "Hidden knowledge awakens within me." This way, we strengthen this chain of wisdom together. Share with someone who needs to discover these ancient truths, and click on the screen to watch another transformative video. The mysteries that shaped empires and spanned millennia are not lost, they await the exact moment when you are ready to claim them